Hi, welcome to Trust Issues. I'm Cameron Ivey over at Transcend, and today I sat down with Microsoft's Global Director of Cybersecurity Startups, Kevin Magee, and I started by asking him a simple question. How has cybersecurity and privacy merged over the past decade? He believes that to understand our present, we have to see how radically our core idea of trust has been turned upside down. It's a shift that has created a new world with new rules. Let's hear from Kevin.
These discussions are fairly new in human society, so they're evolving really quickly. And what is privacy? What is trust? What is security? They have overlaps, but they're also very distinct domains. So you think about some of the challenges we were seeing, 40, 50 years ago. It was all about, the state was going to intrude on us and listen to us and wiretap, our phones and whatnot. Those are the concerns they had maybe in the 50s. And today we each walk around with a $2,000 surveillance kit in our pocket, which we gladly paid for. The concept is really changing. I think the moment, that really brought it to me was a number of years ago. We were in Denver, and we were at an office, and we couldn't find a cab. And I thought, how are we going to get to the airport? And one of the millennials that worked for me said, well, I'll just call an Uber. And I said, well, what's an Uber? So just think about the transition there. And how innovation has changed how we think about privacy and trust. I was brought up in the 70s. You were supposed to have stranger danger, and you were supposed to never get into a stranger's car. And throughout the dawn of the internet, I taught my kids, don't trust anyone on the internet. And now we have a whole economy that's based on these trust principles. So quantifying trust at not only the brand level, but also the individual level comes into play in a number of these systems. So it's just fascinating to see how it is evolving and becoming part of our everyday lives and how we think about these things, not just at the business level, but at the individual level as well.
You're right. Even with the Uber Eats and grocery delivery, that's really not that old. It started kind of around the pandemic and really took off. I think it started a little bit earlier, but it's wild how things have changed so quickly over the last, 5 years even.
And when I went to school as a grade 1, grade 2, I had my house key on a strap around my neck. And I had to remember my bike combination. That's it. And my kids now, have to use password managers to manage all of their unique passwords. You might go to the park and you would probably know most of the kids at the park and their parents. There might be one or two. There was very different trust issues back then. Right. Today, my son wanted to a number of years ago play Fortnite, and asked him who he was talking to. And he goes, "Oh, just a rando." What's a rando? Well, just a random. Well, I had no idea, and I'm a cybersecurity professional that he could just talk to anyone. So even when you're a cybersecurity professional, you understand how to protect systems and whatnot. The nature of how our kids interact with systems and each other is completely different than how we grew up. So the level of understanding and how to approach these challenges is very difficult. Translate that to building a business, making business decisions in an even more formal environment about products, about services that involve these levels of trust that are built in now to the product or service, and how younger folks interact with it. It's a big challenge for businesses right now.